Hey, what's up, everybody, and welcome to the Water Bear podcast. So, as many of you may know, I'm currently on hiatus between seasons 8 and 9, but I'm doing this, it's my season throughout the whole year. So, when it's your zodiac season, I'm going to hit it at some point during this year if you're not one of the signs that I've already covered so far. But we are currently in Leo season. So, these are special episodes that I'm dropping once a month. You can look to these or look forward to seeing these the first Wednesday of every month. So, again, welcome to the podcast, and subscribing is thriving. So, hey, sharing is caring, but we really want those subscribers. So, go ahead if you're watching this on YouTube and hit that subscribe button and hit that notification bell so that whenever content drops on the channel like this, you will be the first to know. When the regular season resumes on September 4th, you can catch the drip every Thursday at 7 p.m. Central Standard Time. So, again, season 9 will start on September 4th. And so, we're here tonight to talk about Leos. Yes. So, this sign is pretty close to me because if you know or identify or know anything about the big three, which is your sun sign, your rising sign, and your moon sign, then my two of the big three are Leo, which is interesting. So my sun sign is Aquarius, but my other two are Leo. So like I said, I have Leo in my chart, and I also have close Leo friends and family members. So I feel like I'm pretty familiar with this sign. So can't wait to get into tonight's episode. And if you are born between July 23rd and August 22nd, you are a Leo. So you fall in this zodiac sign. And a couple of preliminary things on the social media front. If you're not already doing so, you can follow me on Instagram at Poetic at PEAUXETIC, or on TikTok at PEAUXETIC with the number 7 at the end. So TikTok, it is Poetic, but then with the number 7. So my guest tonight, Akil Lloyd, he is joining us again. You may remember him way back. I think it was like season 5. It's been like almost 2 years. He was the very first ever Halloween episode that I did. So that was really fun. We both are scary movie buffs. And so we talked about that during the show, and it was a really great episode. So glad to have him back on this evening to represent for the Leos. And you can follow him on Instagram at AK_the great, and then the number 1. So again, that's AK_the great, and then the number 1. And on Facebook, you can follow him at Akil Lloyd, and that's AKIL and then LLOYD. So, as you know, I always mention a famous person of the sign that I have on. So if y'all aren't already aware of this, a famous Leo is Mick Jagger. And you may be wondering, okay, well, who's Mick Jagger? Mick Jagger is the lead singer of one of the greatest rock and roll groups ever to do it, the Rolling Stones. He's the lead singer of that group, and he is a Leo. So without further ado, I'm going to go ahead and bring Akil out to join us. Hey, what's up, Akil?
What's going on? How you doing?
I'm good. How about you?
Man, out here trying to stay cool.
I hear you. Whew, yes, it's a struggle.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yeah. So, any updates, anything that you want to share with the viewers and the listeners since the last time you were on? Of course, your birthday. Got to share that.
Oh yeah. August 16th.
Okay.
And I heard you mention like Mick Jagger, the famous Leo, but I would be remiss if I didn't mention that I share birthdays with not only Madonna but the great Angela Bassett. So.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay, so y'all, it's true, same day. Oh yeah. Those are some heavy hitters right there.
Yeah. Oh yeah. So yeah, we come hard now.
Yeah, good company. I try to not repeat other Leos that I've mentioned in past episodes. So I know one that I've mentioned on another episode too is Barack Obama is one.
Mm-hmm.
J Lo, she's a Leo. Halle Berry.
Yep.
Yeah.
So you see the trend of the people associated with these signs.
I do. So yes. So yeah, anything that you want to share with the listeners and the viewers before we kind of kick it off?
I really don't. I can't remember. It feels like it's been so long ago, but as you know, by day I'm an HR professional, so I
Yes.
think the only thing that changes now I'm in the hospitality industry, and that's just a whole nother world. So,
Really?
yeah, man. So I've been branching off as well, doing some HR consulting on the side,
Nice.
speaking engagements and stuff like that. So those things have grown. So
Okay.
if anybody's interested in that, yeah, hit me up. We can talk.
Hey, congratulations. That's awesome.
Appreciate it.
That's cool. Okay. Well, hey, I know you're a busy man, so we're gonna get right into it. So I've been asking these questions, as I mentioned, to everyone that's been on. So we've gone through at this point, Capricorn, Aquarius, Pisces, Aries, Taurus, and then Gemini, and now Leo. So curious to see what your answer is for this one. But if you were stuck on an elevator and you had to give a 30-second pitch on why you believe Leo is such a great sign, what would you say?
Well, a 30-second pitch. So by birthright, we are leaders. As you name, we have great predecessors who not only led the country, led in their industries, but just dope people, very protective. If you ride for us, we're going to ride harder for you. Loyalty is like a pulse in our DNA. So, like I said, you ride for us, we got going 10 times harder. So that's what you want in the corner. We chill. We're going to be, have your back and whatnot. But if it's time to, get different, then we can do that too. So we're a utility knife for the Zodiac. So that's why we're a superior sign.
Oh, I like that. Okay, utility knife. Okay.
Yep.
Okay. I like that. That's what's up. Okay. Yeah, I do agree with you. I do think that Leos are natural born leaders. And it's funny seeing the different types of Leos, because you have the rah-rah, like in your face type of leader Leos. And then you also have the ones who are the silent killers, in the background. But they're also just as strong, sometimes stronger in some cases than I've seen with some of the more loud and outgoing Leos. So I definitely would agree that that's a common thread, that's a sign that's, leadership is just second nature.
Oh yeah. It's one of those things and people misconstrue that. They think that we naturally want to take over and do these things. And that's not the truth whatsoever. Sometimes it's like, okay, we're in a situation, nobody else is stepping up. Let's make the best.
Somebody got to do
it. let's just get it done. And
right.
That's what naturally happens.
Okay. Hey, I love it. Okay. So if you had to pick ride or die, say bye-bye. So this is on both ends of the spectrum. So what would you say is your ride or die zodiac sign and why? And if there is a sign that you would say bye-bye to, what is that sign and why?
Man, ride or die, hands down, will be Libra. I am surrounded by Libras.
Okay.
My father's a Libra. Almost all of my best friends are Libras. People I've dated have been Libras. I don't know what it is, but those scales and Leo energy just go hand in hand for some reason. So yeah, those are my ride or dies. Saying bye-bye. I know I'm gonna catch heat for it. This is just my personal experience, but I often butt heads with Tauruses or Geminis for some reason. More so the Geminis than the Taurus. So just based on my experience, then I would just have to check the deuces of Gemini. Sorry, y'all. It's something that I love, but just as a whole, in my experience, it's just always been Geminis that I've, so.
And you're not the first person to say that even on this podcast. I've heard that a few times that Leo and Gemini, not so much Leo and Taurus, which I can see that being a bad match in some ways too, because you're both fixed signs.
Yeah. Yeah.
Which I will say, and this is not to hype Aquarius up, but I will say, in my experience, even though because Aquarius is a fixed sign too, and it can be pretty stubborn, and
Yeah.
just like Leo can be stubborn too. But I feel like with an Aquarius and a Leo, we know how to stay out of each other's way.
I can
I feel like,
definitely see that. Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah. Because
yeah,
my mom, she was a Aquarius, and it was one of those where whenever I won't say got into it, but had disagreements or typical mother son issues,
mhm.
yeah, that stubbornness, and it's gonna be her way, or it could get real ugly real quick, comes out. So yeah, I had to learn how to navigate that real quick.
Right, right. But yeah, it's something about that Gemini. I can see. Um, I could just see it. And it's hard for me to put it into words. Now I usually click pretty well with Geminis, but I definitely can see how Leo energy and a Gemini energy can clash.
Yeah, I think it's because, and this is not negative whatsoever, but it just kind of messes with us a little bit because with the Geminis, they can have a very unpredictable personality. And
Yes.
so I can come in expecting, okay, they're going to be this today, and it just be something totally different that I didn't prepare for. It's not in my playbook. So
Right.
that causes issues.
Right.
But I think that's what it is because, like I said, a lot of Geminis, I'm not saying throw the whole sign away. Again, just my personal experience, we just always butt heads for some reason.
Huh.
So I can't put my finger on it.
Huh. And so with Taurus, would you say it's the dominance in both signs clashing? Because Taurus is I would say one of the more dominant signs too, just like Leo is.
Yeah, it's one of those. They can be very stubborn, and also it could be a clash of egos. To be completely honest,
Mm.
because they
Hmm.
stand their ground, they take charge, and so do we. So someone has to take the back seat, and
Yeah, that might not
yeah,
happen with that pair.
no, no,
Yeah.
yeah,
Oh, that's funny. That's funny. Okay. So, the music. So,
okay.
if you had a Leo playlist, what 5 songs are must-haves on that playlist that you feel like, okay, these songs really embody a Leo?
Now we all have playlists. I wasn't
Yes.
prepared for you to ask this question, but if I had to pick 5 songs, because it really depends on the mood, but if there was a standard template of a playlist of a Leo, for me, "Not Like Us," of course, by Kendrick.
Mm, okay.
Um, Trying to think what else. Old school song, "Give Me 50 Feet," because we don't want no
Oh,
white people,
yeah.
always around us all the
Yeah.
time.
Yeah. Give me my
That can
space.
be it. Superstar, Lupe Fiasco.
Oh,
Um,
yeah. That's a
oh
good
yeah,
one. That's a
oh
classic.
yeah, had
I
to be
love
there.
Lupe. He's so underrated.
He is one of the best. I
So,
wish he came out with some more. It's like most of his songs and albums that he released is in one of many playlists that I have. So
mhm.
anything I listen to, he gonna be on there.
Okay.
Uh, let's see what else. 2 more. I would say "Nuck If You Buck" because
Mm.
folks try to test us sometime, and we have to, show them what's what.
Right.
And I guess 1, 2 is we keep a very small circle of people we trust. Like I told you, my ride or dies with Libras. So I would say the All-Star track, my clique, Jay-Z, Kanye, all them folks on there. That would be another one.
Okay. The one with and Big Sean.
Yep, Big
It's on
Sean.
too.
Yep.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that's
So
yeah,
we keep
that's
the
a
circle tight, and when I'm with the crew, that's just how it is.
Yeah. Okay. So heavy. So yeah, all those are like hip hop songs. So heavy, which I think that fits Leo because when you think of hip hop music, you think of a certain image, swagger, dominance, confidence, all those things that I feel like they're synonymous with Leo's and with hip hop too.
Yeah, and again, that will be my Leo season playlist to hype us up. But I ain't gonna hold you. Now we have some sad R&B songs that we keep in the mix too, that we can listen to over and over again and never get tired of, just depending on the mood.
Yeah,
just depends. It's several of those too. I ain't gonna front.
Okay. Hey, that's what's up. All right. So now I'm really interested to see what you say about this one. This is the last question, actually. So this segment is called Thank You, Not So Much. So what has been your best birthday gift and why? And what has been your worst birthday gift and why? Now, you don't have to tell the giver. You can if you want to, but you don't have to tell who gave the gifts, but just what were the gifts and why were they the best and the worst?
The best gift was a trip. Completely surprised, and that's one thing too. You have to really know us to know what we want. Other than that, we don't deal well with surprises because we're not in control of the situation. So,
okay, I can see that.
If I don't know what's going on, I need to know all the info. So, because one of the things I like to do, I'm very meticulous about planning trips, having an itinerary, knowing who there, what we're gonna do, what day, what time, et cetera, et cetera. For someone else to take those reins and do it like I would, without having to really think hard or lift a finger, that was the dope gift. Because I hadn't know anything about it, which was tough. Because we are PIs and investigators. If we think something going on, we gonna figure it out. But this one completely just I didn't see coming. So that was dope. I do that.
Nice. Okay.
Not so much for a birthday gift. So I was gifted a pair of Crocs.
Now wait a minute now. Okay, I'm gonna let you finish because you don't like Crocs?
I despise Crocs. I'm like,
really?
Were Crocs sent here to destroy common decent fashion or anything like that? I just don't like them. Now I will say, if you work in hospitality or medical, when you're up on your feet all day, I understand they have comfortable ones. Okay, I can get that. But and this was one of my best friends. I don't know what he was thinking.
So someone that knows you well.
Right, which was the surprise. And I'm like, is this a bad gift? What's this? Who's this for? Is this a wrong address? And he was like, no, I know you like stuff like that. I'm like, no, you don't. You never catch me in a pair of Crocs. You know how vehemently I hate seeing Crocs. Slides are better. But I was just like in disbelief. I'm like, you never see. I was offended. I'm like, you never seen me in anything like this before. Why would you? What was your thought behind it? So, yeah, I had to send those back expeditiously.
Wait, okay. So I gotta know. Okay, so first let me say this. So I've been indifferent about Crocs from the beginning. I say that initially I was.
Mhm.
One year, my dad gave me some Crocs for Christmas,
Okay.
and I'm gonna send you a picture of them. Let me tell you, I kid you not, every single time I wear these Crocs, people be like, "Where you get them from?" Like, because now to your point, and I'm assuming maybe they were red or
Black.
oh damn. Okay, well yeah he messed up then. Okay, well so the reason why I like mine so much is because I've never seen anybody else in these particular Crocs. Like
Mhm.
the top is kind of gray, but it's see-through,
Okay.
and
Okay.
the bottom is I guess the best way I could explain it, it kind of reminds you of like sea foam colors or like ocean. It's like a mix of yellow, kind of green, and then like an aqua blue.
Okay. Okay. Okay.
So I like stuff like that because I feel like it's kind of quirky. You probably wouldn't actually with what I have on now, if they would match perfectly with that because it's like some of the same colors. But
Right.
so ever since I got those, I'm like, okay, so now I start paying attention to Crocs, but um I was really trying to give your friend the benefit of the doubt, but I would not
Well,
buy a black pair of Crocs. I would not. No.
I mean, again, I'm not knocking people who do, but it's just not me.
Right.
Like it sounds like with you, of course. Your dad, I'm sure it has a whole lot of sentimental value as well.
Mhm.
Um, and I think if, and I think I was so taken aback because I had these conversations with my homeboy and was like, "Yo, I mean, like Jordans, different slides, stuff like that." We've been places where I've talked about some people with Crocs on, so I was like,
How
"You're
could this
not
be a
trying to
gift?
convert me, are you?" But yeah, those were I just can't I just can't give it to Crocs.
Oh, that's fun. So how did he take it when you told him that you did?
He was like, "Oh damn." And because he generally is a dope a gift giver.
Okay.
Uh, like a lot of my friends, we know each other well, so we know what to get each other, person based off personality, just being around each other. So I was like, you know what? I still love you, you my boy, but that was a party foul fool. So he was a little bit taken aback, but he understood. And
Right.
then he was like, okay, I get it, I get it. I just didn't know you. I thought he really thought I went hard on Crocs joke, I guess, but he didn't think I was as serious as I was about
Oh,
never wanting to own a pair. But I heard they got sport mode and all that stuff, which
yeah,
is
they do. Yeah.
sounds nice. I don't still don't,
You don't want to wear them, but
I don't understand it, but okay, it's just not me.
oh man, that's
No offense to crop wearers, y'all. Again, all this is just based off me.
no, I get it. I get it. And so again, I was trying to give him the benefit of the doubt because I thought because you're a Kappa, I was like, okay, surely he got you some red and white Crocs or some red Crocs.
And that's crazy part because that's how we became best friends because he's a Kappa too. We
Okay.
crossed the same year. But yeah, I don't know if he just had a blip of a moment mentally, but yeah, I had to send him back, told him to get his money back.
Dang.
Yeah, sorry.
That's funny. That's funny. Wow. Okay. So yeah, no Crocs. No Crocs. So this is PSA. Anybody who's watching, do not get a kill any Crocs as a
No,
gift. Don't do
at all.
it. Oh man. Oh man. Okay, man. Well, thank you again. I know your schedule's really busy. I really appreciate you, taking the time out to be on and join me for this episode. And so before we get out of here, is there anything that you want to leave the listeners with and the viewers with regarding Leos, as far as, maybe some secrets about Leos or
Ooh.
things that we can do to better communicate with Leos, anything like that?
Yeah, I will say take care of your Leo friends. And what I mean by that is um, a lot of times in our friend groups, we're
Mhm.
like the enforcer, the nurturer, the protector, all the above. And sometimes we have our moments of vulnerability too. We're like, damn, it's just a rough day or a rough time period. I'm not okay.
Mhm.
Just kind of check in because those words or just the thought goes a very long way. But yeah, I mean, as much as people like to stereotype Leos as being rah rah, attention seekers, confident, which sometimes is very true. But there's still at times we had that vulnerability, or as they say, dramatic moments where things aren't feeling
Mhm.
right for us, and also to that, what may be small to you may be monumental for us. So don't minimize the
Mhm.
feelings. So
I love that last part you said because I tell people that all the time. I'm the kind of person that the things that most people would get angry about, um, that might be the thing that I'll just let slide off my back.
right.
But it'll be that small thing that everybody else will be like, "Why are you tripping about that?"
Hmm.
That's the thing that
Hmm.
set me out. So
Absolutely.
I totally understand that.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Hey,
But yeah, we got you. Like I said, ride for us. We're gonna ride for y'all.
hey, okay. Hey, I love it. Hey, well, again, Leo's happy birthday, and I know your birthday's not here yet, but early happy birthday, Akil,
Thank you,
coming
sir.
up. You're welcome. You're welcome. And thanks again for joining me. And then, as I mentioned, y'all, September it's going to be Virgo. We're going to be talking about them. That's the next sign that's coming up. And also, September is going to kick off season 9. So, a lot of things happening that month. So, make sure y'all tune in. And until next time,
Absolutely.
peace. All right.